The annual Troy Turkey Trot got its start in 1916 when a half a dozen runners attempted to complete a marathon through Troy, but were frozen long before they made it to the finish line. Since its misguided, humble beginnings, the annual Thanksgiving run has become one of the premier Turkey Day road races in the country. 4 events scheduled for this Thursday: the 5K and the 10K, the 1-mile turkey walk, and the grade school mile. In all, 7,000 runners are expected in 4 different events Thursday morning in Troy. And to talk about the Turkey Trot, we have race director George Regan. Thanks for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
So it's an event that has meant a lot to Troy on Thanksgiving for a very long time. Tell us a little bit about the history of this race and when you got involved.
Yeah, this is its 68th edition. What we found out through some of our research is that it started in 1916, and it was put on by the All Troy Athletic Club, and there were about 10 runners in it, and they were supposed to run a marathon on that day. They call it the Bald Mountain Run, and they ended up doing a 5.5 mile because the weather was inclement.
Sure.
Does that
sounds about right?
Yeah, I know. Like it was the last 2 years, you know, with the snow last year and the frigid cold the year before. But yeah, I got involved. I've been involved with the Turkey Trot for about 25 years now. I really got involved the first time because I was running it, and I ended up getting my PR there. So I really liked the event.
Sure.
And so when the city reached out to me and asked me if I would help them with it, I was more than happy to. And that was 25 years ago.
There are turkey trots held in cities all over the country, but very few have the kind of draw that Troy's Turkey Trot does. What is it about the community, about this race, that gets 7,000 people to come out and run?
You're right. There are 7 other turkey trots right in the Capital District. But Troy is special, and I think it's the history. I mean, you know, an event that started in 1916, we're the 12th oldest turkey trot in the country and the 64th oldest in the world. So there's a lot of tradition there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of family there. As we were talking earlier, we had 260 teams, family teams, you know, 2-person teams, mother, daughter, husband, wife, father, son. So it's tradition, it's history, and it's family.
And you get runners really from all over the country participating in this event.
They do. And they're coming back home. We had 37 states represented last year. They're coming back home to be with their families.
Sure.
Yeah, so they decide to get a little exercise, active lifestyle, people, and burn off a few extra calories so they can have that extra piece of pie.
That's true. Guilt-free extra piece of pie.
I keep thinking about pumpkin pie because I love it, but I have to watch it, you know.
You mentioned people with an active lifestyle, and I know that running the Turkey Trot, you will have some competitive runners, but I got to imagine filling out the field, you have a lot of people that don't necessarily run a whole lot, and you probably would like to reach out to those as well to try and get them involved.
I would say that's the lion's share. You know, if and the 10K is the USA Track and Field Adirondack Association Championship for the local region, and it's the culmination of 10 circuit Grand Prix road racing. So yes, there's going to be probably 50 to 100 people in that race that are really running for time. So the other 7,000 are running for fun, for family, you know. That's right. And what I would like to reach out to them and say that, you know, regular exercise and healthy eating all your life is going to give you a great life, and you know, without a lot of aggravation, you know.
Right.
So just do it. And that's what the Turkey Trot's for.
And I've talked to people that have run the race before. I'm running it for the first time, as I told you, on Thursday, and I'm very excited about it. But people I've talked to, because, well, let's put it this way. For those that don't run, they might think, well, I want to get up really early on a day off and go out there, and it might be cold. But anybody that's gone through that experience talks about how rewarding it is, how much fun it is, and a lot of the fun, I know, beyond just being there and running and doing something with your family, there is the costume contest. It's a lot of ways to get people involved and having fun.
Yeah, it's so true. And the costume contest has been very popular, and you see so many different costumes. We had a turkey dinner woman run last year with a table around her and plates and forks and glasses. It was kind of interesting.
Probably slowed her down a little bit.
And of course the presents, these guys are running with boxes around their midriffs, and they're just last year, as I said, we had 11 inches of snow. The year before that, it didn't get out of the single digits. I felt so sorry for these guys.
Right.
I think they're an RPI fraternity team. But, yeah, you'll see all kinds of costumes. And we have a mascot race, too. There's about 15 mascots from around, from the sports teams and all of the, companies that have mascots. They're all around the capital region. And the kids love that,
Sure.
So, really, there's a lot to do for the family. But it doesn't last that long,
Right.
Like I said, the 10K starts at 8 a.m. The 5K starts at 10 a.m. We have two races, the grade school mile and the walk in between them, and then everybody goes home.
Right.
It's like it's deserted downtown. We're cleaning up until about noon, and then I go home, and my staff goes home for turkey dinner. So it's rewarding because you can do that. You can get out with your family, do something that you can do together as a family, and then go home and have Thanksgiving.
And there's always something very rewarding about crossing the finish line, no matter what the time is, but finishing that race and trying to compete against yourself for your best time. There's something special about that.
It's so true. And there's giving also. We have two really, really well worth charities to give to. Joseph's House and Shelter, which address the homelessness issue in our community, and the Regional Food Bank, which addresses the hunger in our community. And those are right on the website. You can go on, and as you're going through and filling out your application, there's a question that asks if you'd like to donate. And last year, through the generosity of all of our participants, they raised over $12,000 for those two organizations.
Wow.
So it's very gratifying.
And you mentioned the website.
We thank them for that.
And is it too late to register online?
No, it is not. It is not. I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but I will. Normally, online registration closes Monday in an hour from now at midnight. But we've extended it this year because the weather is going to be so nice. They're talking about mid-50s. So we've extended the deadline until Tuesday at noon. So if you're a procrastinator like me, you haven't signed up yet, we're giving you some extra time to do that.
Where can people go to sign up for the Turkey Trot?
TroyTurkeyTrot.com. Yeah, it's very simple. Or they can go to the city's website. There's a big link on there. Parking's going to be free. All the garages will be open. All the lots will be open. So there shouldn't be any problems with people getting down there and getting their packet, which is going to be the Troy Atrium. And if you miss online registration tomorrow, which will end now, as I told you, at noon, you can do in-person registration starting on Wednesday at 11 to 6 at the Troy Atrium.
Perfect.
No race day registration except for the grade school mile, or I'm sorry, except for the walk. And 8 o'clock, first race.
I got my 3-mile training in this morning. I'll get back out there tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to the race. And George, best of luck, and thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.